so lately just got a little jacked. That computer was underwater.
Correct.
This is not good.
Okay, so here's the deal. We are working on the electrical system first because when Tyler put the key in, the instrument panel started smoking, which was an obvious sign it shorted out. So we needed to pinpoint the electrical issue first before we could even try to start the engine. If we had tried to start the engine without knowing where the short was specifically, then we could have ran the risk of starting a fire, which is obviously dangerous and causes more problems, and we'd have to replace the whole thing. Since this car has been sitting for 2 years with some sort of leak, the electrical system was drowned with water, and before we could do anything with the engine, we had to get the computer fixed first. So there are a few types of computers in a Porsche Boxster, but as you probably saw in the last video, we had to take out the carpets because of the excessive mold the car built up over time. On the driver's side, the immobilizer was just there when we pulled up the carpets, so he took out the immobilizer and saw that both sides were extremely corroded. The immobilizer can also be looked at as the anti-theft system, and this little computer verifies that the key used to turn the engine on is the correct one. If the key is not the correct one, this system blocks different actions to stop the car from starting.
For some reason, they decided to put this incredibly important piece of equipment the lowest part of the car, so if there is a leak, it pulls up right where that computer is. In a soft top convertible vehicle, so all the water just kind of runs to where this is, and it's in a very not waterproof box. So this computer, since it's the alarm system, they try to make it like as anti-theft as possible. But basically, you're allowed to code this thing once, and then it cannot be recoded because it apparently carries the VIN number. And if I were to just buy a used one on eBay, it would be like basically having a car without a title. So it's one per car. So most parts of a car you can buy on eBay used, and it's not that expensive. But since this can only be coded once, this is not one of those parts. The alternative is buying a new one. And this has to be programmed to this specific vehicle. So I have to buy one specifically programmed for this car, which requires specific tools, which means it's really expensive. I don't want to do that. But hopefully brushing its teeth fixes it. So I got some alcohol and a toothbrush that's really soft, and I'm basically gonna try and clean up some of the corrosion. That's the drain hole. And it comes out the bottom there to this point. If it overflows and gets under this foam, which can happen here. Well, this was sealed, but when it wasn't sealed, like now, it can get under, and then it runs down this wall and into the cabin on both sides.
How do we fix it?
You know that Flex Seal tape?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get that and layer this entire bottom with it, and it'll create like another layer of barrier, and hopefully that will never happen again. Yeah, so that's what's been going on. Thank you for checking in with us, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.